Hi guys, I'm Chase. This is my 2013 Dyna Fat Bob with the 103. I think we'll talk about a few upgrades that I've done. Mainly, my favorite one is the Road Warrior fairing. Memphis Shades makes it. I was unsure if I would like it, but I actually do. In fact, I thought about getting it painted, but I actually like the way it goes with the black and orange, so I just left it. It actually looks really good, I think. A lot of guys, they don't have much video up of what it looks like all the way around. They kind of just show the front of it, and you kind of can't get an idea of what it looks like, you know, from the side or maybe sitting on it. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is what it looks like to sit on it. This is from behind. From the other side, the non-exhaust side. I think it's a really good looking fairing. I was unsure about it. I thought, you know, maybe I'll just get a bigger windshield because this did come with a windshield. My windshield was very, very short. This is the 13-inch windshield. Now, there was something that I did that is not stock. The reason mine looks like it sits a little bit higher is because it does. The block that they give you, that headlight extension block, is not as tall for mounting the headlights as the original headlight mount, and that just looked horrid to me. It sat it real low. It just looked bad. So what I did was I found a nut and a lock washer. You can probably see it right there. And I decided that I would kind of jack it up a little bit. Now, it is about the same height, maybe a little bit higher, but my lights are all the way out. So I think this actually looks better. I wish that you could get this set up exactly from Memphis Shades this way, but you know, for a little mod, it's not too bad. Everything else, I have the Vance Hines Competition Series 2-in-1 with the quiet baffle. And with that quiet baffle, it's not as loud. Without it, it is, it's pretty bad. It's quite the ear buster. I did put LA Chopper, their 1-inch riser extensions. That made it perfect. I'm not sure on this year Fat Bob you can go any taller without changing out the brake lines and the clutch line. It doesn't have a lot of free line just laying around. It's more tucked. I think on the older ones they had a lot more lines, so I guess that makes a difference. And a Gas Box Customs air cleaner. I had to buy an extra bracket for it. The bracket that it was just non-existent. So it was part of the original air cleaner that comes on Harleys, and that just sucked. It banged into my knee. It was too big. But this Gas Box Custom one is the perfect size. It really is. It's not real expensive. It's a really good, well-made filter. It's made here in Ohio. Further north, though, I live almost literally on the border with West Virginia. It's great. I haven't had any problems with it. It went together very easily. Of course, I Loctited everything I put in because, well, it's a Harley and they shake things like no tomorrow. Footrests. Those are Kuryakin I'm sorry. Those are Kuryakin, what were they called? I don't know. They were like MX4 floorboards or something like that. I wish I could remember. They're actually mounted backwards because I like the way they look backwards, and I can move my feet a little bit more because I don't need the room up front. I need more room in the back, you know, to move my feet around for long rides and stuff like that. The bags are Harley's bags. I don't think they make this style anymore, or it's kind of like this style. if you want these kind, I think they still make something like it, but they're not exactly this style. So, but they're Harley bags. I don't think they're that well made, and I will probably end up switching to the clamshell style FXR T bags if anybody makes them. I think there's a few companies that do. Man, I can't find any that are under like $1,000 with the mounting brackets and everything. Man, if somebody could give me a discount or something like that, if somebody has a discount code, that'd be great. I'd like to film maybe putting them on. I don't think it would be all that hard. It just looks like a few bolts, so I think I could put them on. And because of this being a bob, the way the tail is on it, the lights sit back further, so they didn't even have to remove the lights when they put on, you know, the saddlebags. So I don't know if I would have to even remove the lights on the FXRT bags, because I think they have the cutout for the shocks just like the original Harley bags. But other than that, I mean, I don't think I really need to do anything else with the upgrades I've made. Oh, and a power vision, of course. That is the need. I tried a FP3, Vance Hines FP3 on my Sportster. It just never was that great. You programming it, I can do a complete tune myself with the power vision. The Vance Hines, it just didn't seem as capable. I can literally write a whole tune with my computer and download it to the bike, which I've actually done. Right now, the tune, it's, you know, cruising. It's probably running at about 11.7 to 1 air fuel ratio. These engines, air-cooled engines, I read a lot about them. At least in Porsches and other stuff like that, they run a pretty high air fuel ratio. They used to, because it helps keep the engine cool. So that's what I did. But yeah, the power vision is, I'm sorry, maybe a Thunder Max is better. But for the price, I don't think you can beat the power vision, especially not the FP3. If all you're doing is trying to get best fuel economy, maybe the FP3 will work for you, but I'm just not that into it. Other than that, that's about it. I mean, just a few little changes I made. I think that the biggest change that made the most difference was probably the power vision and the Memphis Shade Road Warrior fairing. That makes such a huge difference. That Road Warrior fairing, it cuts the wind, but you still get some wind. And the power vision itself, oh man, it's just, there's so much you can do with it. There's so many little things you can change that it just makes it worth that extra little 50 or, you know, so bucks that it costs. Oh, the places I got my stuff from, Gasbox Customs, you can go to their site, or you can go to Lowbrow Customs and get it there. The Vance Hines Competition Series, it was on sale at Dennis Kirk. Memphis Shades, you couldn't find it anywhere. I had to go directly to Memphis Shades. I think I might have got those Kuryakin floorboards off of Amazon. Honestly, I think that's where I got them. You can pretty much find them there. The Power Vision I got from Fuel Moto. Fuel Moto is awesome. They will write you, if you tell them what you're doing to your bike, they will give you a starting tune, and that makes a big difference. Oh, I put some Screaming Eagle plugs in it too. That's nothing. They were just old Splitfire style Screaming Eagle plugs I had laying around from my old 883 Sportster. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, and the Saddlemen seat. I'm sorry, but every seat I've ever tried, I've tried Harley Seats, I've tried Drag Specialties. The only seat that I've ever really liked, and this is on my Sportsters and the Dynas, is the Saddlemen Step Up. I hate to say it. I got the Lattice stitch, the all-over Lattice stitch, because I just think that is just something. It's just a really good-looking seat. I just love that seat. Tuck and rolls look all right, but I think that the Lattice stitch is the classiest looking of them all. And man, it really keeps you planted, and you can kind of slide around in it a little bit, but man, the lower back support and everything, it makes a huge difference. Well, I think that's going to be all for this video. Not a lot of guys explaining or, I don't know, doing walkarounds on their fat bobs. I thought I'd do that. especially with the Road Warrior fairing, because you seem like you only get what the front looks like, and you want to look at it from all angles, so you kind of got an idea of what you're dealing with. A lot of guys don't do that. I don't know why, but I thought I'd help out. Thanks for watching the video.